our next speaker comes up, yes, we've been talking about exceptional, effective and effective living. So did you see what he said? He said for effective and effective living, at the core of it is what? Living a life that what? That what? Sorry, I'm a teacher this time around. Thank God we have students. He said effective and effective living is what? Living a life that does what? I thought you say you understand. Voice it out. Say it loud, let me hear you. Hello. Living a life that Alright, if you have phone, I will give you airtime. But if you don't have phone, I will give you something. Effective and effective living, can you simply tell me what it means? So that you be like, you go back home and will say, what did you learn? You be like, they talk sharp, but we don't know. They talk. We hear they talk. We hear so many things. Don't be that person that will, after a meeting, they will tell you like, what did you learn? You say so many things. I experimented that myself. One day somebody asked me, what are the things discussed in that meeting? I said, so much powerful and so many things. When he now zoom me in closer, like, okay, like what? And I found out that I have not taken so much attention to personalize most of those things. So I didn't really know what were the things being discussed, although I was in the meeting. So I'm just saying this so that pay attention, write, take notes as we move further. Right? So effective and effective living is living a life that gives meaning unto others. So living effectively means you are going to become a social transformer that will bring meaning to a lot of people in the society. No big definition. Is that okay? Is that okay? Is that okay? Yes. So for me, I actually also call it exceptional living. Living effective and effectively, I call it exceptional living. Yes, to some extent, I feel maybe next season we are going to do that. We are not going to be living effective and effective living. Yes, we'll coin the word exceptional living. So how do you live exceptionally? Yes, I'm supposed to have a section, but because we started late, I'm going to take off my section until our next contact. Yes, amen. Yes, I'm considering the time because I have 7 points that I'm supposed to discuss about exceptionally, about living effectively and effectively. But nevertheless, I want to share just one of it. Just one of it, because I think at the foundation of living effectively and effectively, at the foundation of exceptional living is something very important. And that is what I call building up personal philosophy. Yes, so 7 foundations of exceptional living, in bracket, effective and effective living. Yes. Should we go that way? I call it the act of exceptional living. The act of exceptional living. So, are we there? I thought some of us are writing so that at least pen down something. 7 foundations of effective and effective living, or exceptional living. 7 foundations. So the first one is building personal philosophy. So what do I mean by building personal philosophy? So building personal philosophy means that you have values, you have beliefs, and you have principles that forms the bedrock of your life, or that forms the bedrock of every action, decision, action and decision that you make in your life. Building personal philosophy is simply framing beliefs, value systems, and what? And principles upon which, there are principles, there are beliefs, and there are values upon which your life is based upon which your life is built. It is the bedrock. You know what we call bedrock, right? Yes, science student. Bedrock, something. Yes. Bedrock. It is the ground that your life is standing upon. So your personal philosophies that you are forming are ones that is what influences your what? Your actions, your goals, your decisions. So every individual, listen to me, take note of it. Every individual that will live effectively or that will live effectively, every individual that will become a social transformer or that will cause a change in the society must build this in precision. It cannot be haphazard. It cannot be something we still negotiating. Personal philosophies. So what did you believe? What did you value? What are your principles? These three things. I don't have time to discuss each of them, but what did you believe? So how you are going to influence? Have you not seen some people kill other people in the sense of saying what? They are serving something, or they are, for them that's the way to live effectively because they believe something. Are you together? Yes, you know some people killed, and that killing they are killing is what? They feel is a sense of service to God. Their belief system is something else. So in building up your personal philosophy, you pay attention to what did you believe. So if I ask you, what did you believe? I know a lot of us, we can be very vague. Yeah, we can be very general and say, I believe in God. So concerning God, let's narrow it down. What did you believe concerning God? So it is why I say it cannot be, it's something you have to be very what? Articulate about. You have to be very precise. Your personal beliefs. Start asking yourself, what did you believe? Actually concerning life, what did I believe? And then what are your value system? And then what are the principles? Right. So I said I will just share only this. So exceptional living begins with defining your personal philosophy. So you are not set to be on a journey of living exceptionally. You are not set to be in a journey of living a life that affects others, that bring change in the society, and that bring about what? Definition to many people. If your personal philosophies are not yet framed. Sometimes I like to be a bit practical. What's in my heart right now is I wish we have plenty of time so that we'll sit down and do this step by step on how to frame your personal philosophies. But I'm giving it up to you. Sit down at your own level and start thinking this not just this a workshop, something that you need to carry on and think further. Hope you know some of the things he said. You have to follow us and ask us that okay, this video people are recording, people should give me, let me see again. So that you think again. Amen? Amen. So began to see, because I've said, don't forget this, if you do not have personal philosophies, by personal philosophy I say your beliefs, your values and your principles that your life is hinged upon, that your life is built upon, you are not going to live exceptionally, because that's the foundation. Correct? Are you with me? Yes. So your life philosophy shapes your attitude. So those things you believe, the principles you come to agree, and the things you come to accept, that's your values. They shape your decision making. They shape your decision making. They shape your action. You remember it spoke about what? Attitude is more stronger than desires. A lot of us desire success, but our attitude is not reflecting it. So what aligns your attitude, aligns your action, aligns your decision are your personal philosophies, your belief systems, your value system, your core, and your what? Your principles. Your principles in life matter so much that if you miss it at the level of framing your personal philosophies, you are going to miss it at the level of success, at the level of societal impact. Exactly why I said somebody can be killing other people and be thinking he is what? He is living effectively. It is because of what? There is already a damage to his what? Personal philosophy, what he believes, what he actually holds in high esteem, what he agreed to is the problem. So can I say, every problem we see in the society, every form of human vices, everything that comes to challenge the betterment of a better Nigeria or a greater height in attainment in Ikara, in becoming a greater nation in every aspect, either in agriculture, in what? In science, or in what? In economics, and in even your school system. Anything that comes and is challenging a forward motion, a progress in that, it is as a result of what? A default, a fault in the framing of what? Personal philosophies. So should I say, the reason why you are still going forward and backward, it is because there are some personal philosophies that are not framed well. So thus I've said it again, that what? If you are going to live exceptionally, you are going to live effectively, you are going to live effectively, the first thing you need to put in place, you need to check it out, is what? Building, your framing your personal philosophies, which I say includes what? Your value system, your beliefs, and your principles. So the reason why we can have a headmaster in a school that is not seeing to the development of the school, it's not because the man is entirely bad. He might have good wishes, but it's because he has some philosophies running in his mind, philosophies running in his head, philosophies running in his life that are what? That are default, that do not allow with what? With exceptional living, that do not allow with what? With living effectively to better the life of others. The reason why sometimes you want to do good, you want to actually become better in your courses, in your subjects in class, you want to become better in your business, you want to become a better person in what? Even in your relationship with God. And then it looks as if it becomes difficult. Hello, can I tell you something? It is not a problem of desire. It is not a problem of that you don't have a goal of becoming better. It is a problem of what? Personal philosophies. The framings, the phrase that you have already what? Let inside of you. I remember sometimes I was journeying on some things. I find it difficult to even believe that I can actually hear God. When I started looking at what I believe about the voice of God, it was terrible. I remember I was doing that in Philip's house one night. When I began to know that sometimes if I pick that book, I read it, I say, see, like seriously you believe these things about yourself and you believe this about God? It is not because the voice of God is not available as it were. It is because my philosophies, my belief, my value, what I'm holding in high esteem in my mind concerning these aspects is what? Is faulty. So it's not because you cannot become a global person. It's not because your business cannot thrive beyond Ikara. It's not because your impact cannot be felt into society. It is what did you believe about that? What did you believe about that? What did you believe about that? So the foundation of how you live exceptionally, of how you live effectively, is your personal beliefs, your personal philosophy, your philosophy about you. So what is your philosophy about you yourself? What did you believe about you? Some of you, even though Apostle Sam has said a lot of things about how that you can become this, you can become this. Listen to me, it's an information. You have to take careful attention and sit down and agree and start working at it. So, if you see yourself working contrary to how you want to work, don't start cheating and be condemning yourself and be slapping yourself like you don't see, crying have not helped anybody. Amen. How many of you have made some mistakes and you cried? My hands is up, number one. I've cried over many things that I don't have, I mean, I can't in my secrets. Like, sometimes you want to pray, but you cannot pray. You just be crying like, God, if I cannot pray, why not just kill me? Why am I still existing? You want, like, every day you say, like, I will pray today. But before you know it, you keep on having that problem, you keep on having that issue, you keep. One day you just sit and be crying like, God, why not just kill me if I cannot pray? Just simple prayer, but I can't pray. It is not the problem of prayer. It is the problem of philosophy about prayer. Yes, if we actually understand prayer properly, many people will pray. Even people that don't want to pray will pray. So can I say again that your actions, your decisions, even your habits to some extent are being determined by what? Your personal philosophies, what you believe, what you value, and the principles you build your life upon. So it is actually your personal philosophies that you framed to live by, that shapes your attitudes, your decisions, your direction, your actions. So the more clearer and much more profound your principles or your personal philosophies are, the more directed and purposeful your life becomes. Get this point? The more clear your personal philosophies are. Some of us are still thinking whether some things are still good or bad. No, be clear about it. This is what you stand for. So the more clearer and your personal philosophies are, the more clearer your personal philosophies are to you, the more purposeful and effective you will be. So how many of us want to become more purposeful? How many of us want to become more exceptional in our classes? How many of us want to become more precise in our direction in our life? So the answer is become more clear about your personal philosophies. Become more clear about your what? Your value system. Become more clear about your what? Your values. About your what? Your principles. If you get clarity, get ground in your principles, your values, and your principles, your values, and your belief systems, your life will become more purposeful, it will become more effective, it will become more effective, and it will become exceptional. So your personal philosophies guide you on your work, on your choices, and also set the target for your professional success and all of your endeavors in life. It will equip you with the tools to navigate the complexities and the challenges of your life or your career. It is an internal compass. You know what we call compass, right? Compass that shows north, south, east, west, right? Compass. So there's something that shows where you move, where you go, where not to go. Actually, let me just read it again so that I don't have to explain too much. You are saying your personal philosophies guides you in your choices. So what you believe, your belief system, your values and your principles are what should determine your what? Your choices and the action you take. This is what is targeted at propelling you forward in your career and in success. It equips you with the tools necessary to navigate what? Complexities of life and challenges of your career. It is an internal compass. So did you remember our speaker was saying something earlier? He said that he doesn't use alarm again. What happened? He said if there is a work that must be done by 3 a.m. If he sleeps by 2, by 3 a.m. he's up. That's what an internal inside of him. He used what he said, like there's something inside of him that will wake up from the bed. Something inside of him will wake up from the bed. That is what his personal principles start becoming alive inside of him. So pay attention to framing your personal principles. And you find out that the complexities of life, the problems of life, the problems that are challenging you today will become minimal, and you'll be able to navigate through them, and with ease, without stress, you will overcome them. So the cornerstone of living an exceptional life rests in the careful constructs and nurturing of one's personal philosophies. The cornerstone of living an exceptional life rests on careful, mark that word, it is careful construction and nurturing of one's personal philosophies. So do you want to live exceptionally? Do you want to live effectively? Do you want to live a life that gives value to many other people, that gives meaning to many other people? Then this is the cheat code. Pay attention to a careful construct. Pay attention to a careful formation, framing, and you nurture those principles. Those things you will come to believe. Those things you will come to agree. Those things you will come to give a way to influence your mind. Are we together? Amen. So lastly, because I said I'm just going to share only this one point, it will require a continuous introspection and reflection to refine these principles, ensuring it reflects who you are and who you want to be. So this is it. I'm just trying to run through this. So in framing, in trying to form your personal principles or your personal philosophies, as it were, you have to have in mind. Yesterday we began to talk about something very simple. You begin with the end in mind, right? Don't just look at who you are at the moment. Look at who you want to be. Is that okay? Who do you want to be? I used to ask myself this question. If you appear in the society, several times, if you appear in the society, what do you want people to think about you? What do you want people to say about you? What do you want people to think? Hope you know anywhere you stand, people already have a perception about you before you start talking. Before you introduce yourself, people already have an internal system inside that introduces you to them. So most of the time what you do when you start speaking is to sometimes debate the fact of who they think you are. Oh, there's more on this. Is that okay? Yes. So let me say what I'm just saying so that I'll just pass by. We don't have time to discuss it in a good note now. Yes. The moment I come in and stand here, all of you have a perception about me. It's not loud. Some of you do not have it so loud that you think, this guy is this guy that. You already have a judgment about me. Some of you, your judgment is so peripheral that you judge me by my clothes. Some of you, your judgment is peripheral, you only judge me by my shoes. Some of you are so peripheral in your judgment, you judge me by my kind of haircut. Some of you are so much shallow in your judgment that you judge me by my English language. Some of you can even judge me by the way you saw me walking around. So, but then, what I'm trying to boil down to, let me leave this side. What I'm trying to boil down is to help you see that if you are framing, because I intentionally want you to sit down and frame your personal philosophies after this meeting. What is the beliefs that will guide your life going forward? What are the values that will guide your life going forward? What are the principles that will guide your life going forward? These things should not be debated any longer, because we are here to speak to you, and we are here to also live in that manner, to become people that are effective, people that are exceptional, people that are effective in the way they live in the society, transformers and even terraformers. When we speak about transformers, we just talk about people that are changing people and changing things around. But terraformers go to the extent of changing systems. Terraformers actually go to the extent of not only changing the way things are moved, changing systems that will last eternally for years. Such is the person. I don't only call Jesus a transformer. Jesus is a terraformer, because his impact lasted not for only 50 years. but hundreds of years, thousands of years, its impact is being felt. So what I'm trying to say is that you and I, we want to become those kind of people, that our impact will not just last with us in this time. Our impact should go beyond our age. The next generation will come and they'll find out there's a kind of lifestyle that is lived in Ikara. For them to know how this stands, they will hinge back, they will start looking in research. There are some people called disruptors and repeaters. They began to hold a meeting periodically, and then they were bringing some waste speakers from different places. These are the people that introduce these things into this environment. So that's what we want to become. So that in the next 100 years, 200 years, 500 years, some of the things we began here can be dated back. So what I say, if we are going to live thoughts, we are going to live in that manner, we are going to live in that capacity, the first thing is that we must what? We must pay attention to what? To not just placing them out, but to careful constructs. To carefully design, carefully looking at our personal philosophies. We carefully design that and we nurture them. I love the fact that you don't only construct personal philosophies, but you have to nurture them. So what I'm saying is that just in case after placing your personal philosophies and you make some mistakes and fall out of alignment with one of them, you don't go back. No, we are not part of them that stay back. We go forward. It is a forward thrust. It is a forward movement because we are living effectively. We are living effectively. It is from now going forward. From now onward, we are going to be living effectively. We are going to become disruptors. We are going to become rebuilders. We are going to become leaders. We are going to become transformers. We are going to become therapists of the systems that be. It has not yet appeared. But this is the time for its appearance. Yes, this is my point number one. Subsequently, when we have time, I'll share the remaining. Yes, we are just beginning. Yes, I have 7 points that will help us live effectively. But if I am successful today, and you take heed to what I said, and you go back home, sit down, and check what you believe, and check what are the things that is shaping your life. What are the principles that you come to agree with, that are driving your life every day. These things are internal compass. There's something driving your life inside, inward. There's something resisting the change. There's something resisting this. That's why you have to what? Carefully construct. Exceptional individuals do not live haphazard. Exceptional individuals does not just wake up and live anyhow. That will have given me the second point I will have discussed. It has to do with the pathway to turning dreams into reality, which I call goal setting. So number 2 is a pathway. I call it the pathway of turning dreams into reality, which is goal setting. So let's take a break right now. Yes, we have so much to discuss, but time will fail us. And I hope when you drop your numbers there, you have your phone number, your WhatsApp number. Because we'll find a way to be engaging. Because this is just the beginning. We are not halfway this journey. I'm seeing different persons that are posting. Yes, for information, I'm from Ikara. I grew up here, born here, grew up here. Yes, for the purpose of school, I am awake. And the purpose of the school is for a transformation. Nothing less, nothing more. But it is for a change. I'm hoping and trusting God to see how most of our graduates that are about to exit their school within this season, if we can have a session with them. I'm hoping. We are going to discuss that with the team. How we can have most of the schools around, we can have a section with them. Because we cannot afford to have a generation coming up after us with the same mindset that our elders have. No, we can't. We can't. We cannot afford it. That's why you and I are the leaders. Being here, I designate you. I'm seeing you as a leader. Not as somebody that is getting by and by the side. No, somebody that will do something. Forget about the mistakes. Forget about the things that happened in the past. Somebody that will cause a generation to think different that will cause a people to perceive different, to see things in another way. Friends, the reason why we are here, the reason why my brother comes all the way from India down to Ikara, there are many things. Oh, it is a privilege for us to have it. Because if you know some of the things that are before it, we ask other engagements, some of the invitations that he will have booked. But it happens that he's here. It is because that we know that God is doing something with you. I'm talking about you. I'm particular about you yourself. God is about to do something with you in particular. It's not just about you and your family, but for an entire community, an entire generation, an entire nation is about to be affected. So that's why if you are going to give him a right of way, a right of access, you are going to give him access for those things to come to pass. The first thing at the foundation of that is that you sit down and check, what did you believe? What did you value? And what are the things you hold as principles that are running your life? What are your internal compass? Your internal compass. What are the things you're running your operating system? What are the things that are running the way you are thinking? You can't afford to think like a local entity and a local champion forever. You can't. You can't. Not when we have started coming across. Not when it is Jesus that is the Lord over your life. Not when Jesus has called you at such a time as this to be a transformer. Not when you have started attending disruptors that do that something. No, you can't. You have done that for long, but it is time for a careful construct. It's time for a careful construction and a nurturing of your personal philosophies. I said for the last time, what did you actually believe? Who had made you think this way you are thinking? Who told you that all that there is that after school there is no more journeys ahead? Amen. Yes, so we are going to have a quick, should I say 5 minutes? I want you to just greet your neighbor, or you take time and think over. But we are meeting up when our person will come, right? Yes, Sir Job is going to be coming up in a few minutes from now. Yes, he's going to be coming up. But before he comes up, I just want us to take a light break. You can 5 minutes, only 5 minutes. Let me look at my time, because there is no time. I want us to close as early as possible. Yes. It's 5 minutes from now. I just want to there's water behind. That water is free. Yes, we have refreshment also at the end of the meeting that is free. But then for now it's only the water that is at your disposal. Amen. Yes, so please, you can take some water, greet one another in 5 minutes as we just sit down and we continue digesting. Yes, so let's go on that. Yeah. Thank you. Cheers. See you in 5 minutes time. It's just a water break. You can just stretch your legs. I know some of us have sit down for long, so just stretch yourself around. Just locomotion is a therapy. Yes. You can just stretch. Thank you for